All right, let's talk about a tree that sounds like it's straight out of a fantasy novel, the dragon's blood tree. But what if I told you its real story is even crazier than the myths? Yeah, what if its biggest secret was just hiding in plain sight for hundreds of years? We're about to dive into an incredible story. It's about discovery, it's about survival, and it's about this amazing connection between a plant and people that'll totally change how you see this ancient giant. Okay, so when you think of a dragon's blood tree, this is probably what you picture, right? It's got this totally wild, otherworldly shape, kind of like a giant mushroom or an umbrella. And it's famous for its sap, this dark red resin that literally oozes out like blood if you cut the trunk. No wonder they called it dragon's blood. This stuff was legendary. I mean, ancient alchemists used it. It was even used for embalming. So for ages, these legends were everything. This tree was defined by its blood. Its place in history was totally sealed. But here's the thing. The coolest part of its story, it hadn't even been discovered yet. You see, for as long as anyone knew, the official story was that this incredible species, Dracaena draco, only grew in one place, the Canary Islands. That was it. That was the textbook fact. Or, at least that's what everyone thought. And this is where the plot twist comes in. It turns out the dragon's blood tree had a secret relative, a kind of hidden cousin, that had managed to stay completely off the scientific radar for centuries. And get this wasn't some ancient discovery. We're talking about 1996, just a few decades ago. That's when this small, really unique population of trees was finally found, and it basically forced scientists to rewrite a whole chapter in the botany books. So where was this mystery population? Not on some remote island. Nope. It was right here, on the African mainland, tucked away in the super rugged and remote anti-Atlas mountains in Morocco, not too far from the city of Agadir. And just look at where these things were growing. This is no lush paradise. They were literally clinging to the side of these steep, rocky cliffs, sometimes way up at 1,400 meters. We're talking about a much tougher, colder, and harsher place to live than the Canary Islands. All of this led to it being named a brand new subspecies, Dracaena draco subspecies Ajgal. And that name, Ajgal, it's perfect. It's a Berber word that means living on high, or even better, inaccessible, which, when you see where it grows, makes total sense. Okay, so it's in a different spot, but is it really a different tree? Oh yeah, for sure. When scientists took a closer look, they found some really clear, undeniable differences that set this Moroccan Ajgal tree apart from its famous island cousin. Let's break it down. Look at the leaves on the Ajgal subspecies. They're shorter, only about 60 centimeters long. The flower stems, way shorter. And check out the colors. The flowers are this yellowish-white, not pink. And the anthers, they're yellow instead of green. Now, these might sound like tiny details, but in the world of botany, this is huge. It's the smoking gun that proves this is its own unique thing. But this story isn't just about science and subspecies. This is where it gets really special, because it becomes a story about people. For one tiny village, this tree is so much more than a botanical wonder. It's basically the soul of their community. Let's go to the village of Agadir Ajgal. The village is literally named after the tree. And right there, in the middle of everything, stands this one huge ancient tree. It's not just in the village, it's woven into the fabric of daily life. And the villagers, they know its story. It's been passed down from generation to generation. One local resident, a man named Ali, says his ancestor planted it nearly 200 years ago. Think about that. This isn't just a tree, it's a tree with a name and a history, a biography. And that history is so tangible. This tree has just stood there, watching everything. Generations of kids have played under its branches. People have met there, eaten there, rested in its shade. It marked the seasons, the harvest. It's become so much a part of the village that its branches have actually grown into the walls of the houses next to it. And get this, one homeowner absolutely refused to cut the branches that grew into his house. He just made it part of his home. So what you have here is a tree that's really two things at the same time. On one hand, it's this incredible natural survivor, but on the other, it's a living, breathing monument to human memory and history. It really is the perfect symbol of its name, Ajgal. It's all about resilience, right? The power to survive in a place that's supposed to be inaccessible. It's just a beautiful testament to how tough life can be. But for the people of Agadir Ajgal, It's even deeper than that. It's a guardian of their shared memories, a physical link to their ancestors. It's a landmark to a time gone by. So when they protect this tree, they're not just saving a plant. They're saving their own living library. You know, the story of this tree was hidden right under our noses for centuries. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other stories like this are out there? How many other living landmarks with these deep human connections are just waiting in some remote corner of the world to be discovered?